In recent years, few players can be seen to have made such a positive impact at Man United more than Bruno Fernandes. But what if you move him to their prime Premier League era? What can he achieve with a highly talented squad? And Bruno has made his way back over 20 years. This is the exact same version of him who appears on Football Manager 26. He's a technical force with exceptional passing, touch, and shooting. Elite natural fitness and stamina means he rarely misses a game and will be an asset to United in this era. Over the last 5.5 years, the Portuguese midfielder has been impactful to say the least, scoring 100 and providing 89 assists in his first 303 United games. And to say the Manchester United he'll be lining up with are considerably better is an understatement. They'd end up finishing second in the league in 05-06, as well as League Cup champions. One of the main reasons for this success was the form of Rio Ferdinand in the heart of their defence. Aged 26, he is easily amongst the best defenders in the world at this time. It's going to be interesting to see how our man combines with Paul Scholes. Another technical wizard and great passer of the ball, Bruno will hopefully develop a good understanding with him. During the 05-06 season, Wayne Rooney would score 19 and assist 12 in 48 games in all competitions. With the creative abilities of Bruno, those numbers could improve further. For the year ahead, United will be deploying a 4-4-1-1 formation, with Fernandes playing in the attacking midfield. He's been encouraged to run with the ball, go for the killer pass often, and shoot from range. Let's see what impact he can have with this early United side. For Man U's second game of the season, they would make their way down to White Hart Lane. In the 2006 World Cup, Paul Robinson would be between the posts when England were eliminated in a quarter-final penalty shootout to Portugal. And he would taste defeat once again, as it took less than 30 seconds for United to get the game-winning goal. Whilst the goals weren't flying in for Bruno in the opening weeks, the assists certainly were. Once again, Wayne Rooney was the beneficiary. His first league goal would finally arrive against Blackburn. Entering December, United had enjoyed a solid start to the campaign, but hosting a tricky Aston Villa side wasn't going to be straightforward. Bruno will be coming up against an ex-Red Devil in the midfield, Eric Djemba. He'd spent 4 years in English football, winning an FA Cup with the club in 2004. Bruno would be involved again in the game's only goal, finding Ronaldo in the middle. At the midway stage of the league campaign, Manchester United are sitting down in third, but just 3 points from the summit of the table. They've tasted defeat just once in their opening 18 games, proving their quality so far. But let's briefly move away from the league and see how they performed in other competitions. And he'd certainly announce himself in European competition. That free kick was part of an almost perfect group stage for his club, as they secured 16 out of an available 18 points and topped Group B. Their round of 16 opponents, a decent but beatable Monaco side. The first leg would be played out on the Mediterranean coast. And they'd encounter another familiar face. Back in the 05-06 season, Patrice Evra was lining up for the Principality club. He'd actually leave halfway through and make his way to Manchester, where he enjoyed a trophy-laden 9 years. Despite their obvious quality advantage, it would end up being a night to forget for the Red Devils. A nice triangle of passing gives Monaco the advantage in the first leg. Missing out on an away goal left them in a predicament. They had it all to do in Manchester and failed miserably. 2-1 on aggregate and elimination. They would taste further heartache in the League Cup with a 5-3 aggregate semi-final loss. Hernan Crespo would have a field day in Chelsea's front line. These losses at least enabled them to focus on the Premier League. With the final weeks of the season coming to a close, United would make the short trip to Anfield. In his first 12 matches against Liverpool, surprisingly, Bruno has actually only lost 5 of those games. But it would be Steven Gerrard who'd open the scoring on the day. A nice cutback from the wide position, and he's in the centre to finish. In a desperate afternoon, where everything possible that could go wrong went wrong, United would be destroyed 4-0. Ferdinand here with the error as Cisse capitalises. The Portuguese's final contribution of the year would arrive in a routine victory against Newcastle, again finding Rooney for the match winner. And here are Bruno Fernandes' full season stats. He was very durable over the course of the year, playing 56 matches with his club, along the way scoring 10 and assisting 15 more. His pass completion rate was pretty impressive too, considering his position, completing nearly 80%. He'd be a little disappointing in front of goal though, converting just 7% of his 137 shots. He'd finished as the 54th highest scorer in the Premier League, but more impressively, he'd finished as the 8th best creative player. But where did his side finish in the standings? Well, just like in reality, Manchester United would finish the 05-06 season in second position, losing out on the title to Chelsea. With Bruno, they would accumulate 4 less points, score 16 less goals, and concede 8 fewer than in reality. That offensive drop-off was really significant over the final 13 games, where they would only score 14 times and drop many costly points along the way. Bruno Fernandes has proven his qualities over the last half a decade in some pretty dreadful Man United teams. Here, when he was surrounded with exceptional quality, he adapted well, but couldn't quite help his side to any silverware.